Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi there.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, hello. How was everyone's weekend?
Mm,
It
Short?
was okay, I guess. Not
Yeah.
great, not bad, just okay.
Okay, well, good. Okay is good because there can be worse. So that's good. I'm so loving this afternoon, this cloudy, rainy, light rain,
mm.
cool weather. This is going to be the story of our semester since we're so far in the afternoons. Okay, there's nobody else waiting to come in, so recording. So I'm gonna start sharing PowerPoint with you, and in a few minutes we'll get started. Um, mm, 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 mm. Okay. Uh, okay, can you see that PowerPoint?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Good then. All right, there's still a few more people who will be coming in if I catch them in time. If not, well, they'll wait in the waiting room until we get them in. But let's get started in the meantime, all right? Today we're looking at why English. Here's the question, why English? Why did you choose English? There's my first question. Why did you choose English? Why didn't you choose French?
Well, I would like to say that English is the most influent language in the world today.
Is that why you chose it?
Yeah, that
Okay.
is my opinion.
That's no, it's not an opinion, it's facts. It's fact. But the fact that you chose the English area based on that is something different, okay? Meaning that you chose English because it's going to open up more opportunities for you. You're going to have more possibilities for classes, for using the language because more people are using it for more purposes, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's exactly it. I mean, can somebody tell me if there's a different reason they chose English? Any different reasons?
Because I thought that it was going to be fun, so that's why I chose English.
Okay. So you think English is funner than French?
Yeah, I would like to say that. I mean,
It
like,
is. It
I've
is.
been on, yeah, I've been on courses from French, and I really prefer English. It's like 100% better than French.
Okay. All right. Good reason. Just to have more fun. You liked English better. You know, the interesting thing is that the students who chose the French area chose French just because they like it better, right? What other reason would you have? And this is nothing against the students or the teachers from the French area, nothing. But why? I mean, if you had English and French, why would you choose French?
Maybe I know somebody that may help me to get a job or something, speaking in
Okay.
French.
All right. Very specifically, though, right? Very specifically, you say there's somebody who can help me get a good job using French. Okay. but it's not the generalized thing. It's something very specific. Exactly. Exactly. Any other reasons that you might have chosen French?
Teacher, probably because, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Somebody talk to me. Who's going first?
Okay, I chose
Well,
English because in high
No, but the
school,
question, hold on. The question is not why you chose English. The question is now why you would have chosen French.
no, I would have never chosen French.
uh,
No, but it's a hypothetical
teacher,
question. Yeah. Yeah.
probably because we can speak Spanish, and also everyone knows that French and Spanish are Roman languages.
Romance languages. What does that mean
Uh,
for
I
you?
that probably we can take advantage about that because probably French and Spanish we can have some words that could those could be a little similar. For an example, if you want to speak in English, you need to change all your knowledge. An example, if you want to speak Italian language, is very similar to Spanish. In other words, I want to say that I had the opportunity to speak Spanish. I want to learn to speak in Italian language. Sorry, the advantage is the both are very similar.
Okay, right, right. And what you have to learn to stop saying like probably and maybe, because yes, it's not probably Spanish and French are similar. They are very similar. They're from the same branch of the family tree. Okay. This is what I
Yeah.
notice with the students. You're constantly saying like maybe and possibly and probably. No, be sure of yourself. Okay. Um,
Oh, okay. Sorry.
yeah. No, don't say you're sorry either. But
Uh,
yes, they're both from the same branch of the family tree, as we're going to see. They're both Romance languages. So possibly you would have studied French because you thought, well, it'll be easier, right? Because it's more
yeah.
related to Spanish. Exactly. So that's
It
another
sounds
good
cooler as
reason.
well.
Okay, that's something that we're going to get into a little bit later. Don't you love the sound of French?
Yes, this the language of love.
Exactly. That's why, yeah, I'm not crazy about French, but yes, that's exactly it. It's the language of love, la langue de l'amour, and all this stuff. But I think
Oh,
it's just a language where you have to keep going up and down like this as you're speaking it. I enjoy it, and I know some of it. I took it in high school. I took it again in college, but many people would say it sounds better. It sounds more romantic, and this is why they think that being a romance language is like French, right? It's romantic. What does it mean? What does a romance language mean?
That
What is a romance language?
they come from Rome. I mean, from the Rome language.
Right. They come from the Romans who would have spoken a form of a vulgar Latin, which is where Spanish and French and Italian and those Portuguese came from. So exactly, it's called a Romance language because it was a language spoken by the Romans, not because of a Romance language because it sounded romantic, right? But that's another reason why people are drawn to languages like French because they just sound so much better. And for many, Spanish speakers, Italian speakers, Portuguese speakers, French is much easier than other languages to learn because of its relationship as a Romance language. So good. There are good reasons for you to have chosen French in your degree. But I think the biggest reason that you said, I'm going to choose English, is probably because you knew some already and you said, I'll just continue with it. And also because of how much opportunity you would have open to you uh, being able to work with or in English. Okay. So this is important to take a look at. I'm trying to make you all bigger here so I can see you, but I can't. I can only see different ones of you. Okay, well, that's good too. I can see. Remember, I do need y'all to start seeing the possibility of getting video up because I do not like working with screens where you have a picture or just your name. I need to see you.
I'm sorry, I do
Okay.
not own a webcam.
I'm
I'll
saying,
try. I'll try.
I'm saying I do need you to start, thinking about it and looking into possibilities. Okay? Because the one thing I always say, I just can't wait for you to be in my shoes. You'll see the difference. You'll see the difference. Okay?
El contenido compartido está ajustado a su escape.
What's that? Okay. Oh, that was your machine, wasn't it?
Aviso
Yes.
está enlargado
Okay.
escape.
Sorry.
That's all right. Now,
Usar Zoom reunion escape. Zoom reunion.
you're having trouble with it? Okay. Now, the question is again, why English? Okay. And this is what you would have had to read for today's class.
Yes.
Great. What you're taking English, okay? You're taking English to be English teachers. What language may have given you bigger possibilities than English would in jobs in
German?
the future? German? Why German?
Because I think it's like the business language. I mean, like more of the business you can do it with Germany, and it's like an exchange between Mexico and Germany or with other parts of the world besides very English. It's like the
Mhm.
second language you should know to if you want to get a good job.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
A good job where? A good job in what? I think you mentioned it.
Yeah, I do, but okay. I mean, it depends on the probably on the career you're studying. I mean,
Right.
like for us, it could be like if you're into translation, you can go
Right.
to agencies like from cars business and all the stuffs like to give classes to the workers there, or you can translate the oh god the instructions they gave you from other companies to see if the product is good or it's not or does it worth it or no.
Mhm. Okay, that's exactly it. Depending on the area that you're working in, on the degree that you studied in the area you work in, German might be a language that you would want to
Teacher,
think about. Mhm.
you are asking like which language in addition to English or which language?
No, we've already talked about English. We've already talked about English and the opportunities that it opens up for you. We talked about French, okay, and now we're on to German.
Yes.
Now, what about for English speakers? What language do you feel would be? Oh, wait. First of all, there's one more language that I was wondering if somebody was going to mention for you specifically. Any others?
Yes.
Yeah.
I may say Japanese or any other like rare language that is not spoken by foreigners, because that way, I mean, I think that competence is not that high as it is in English or French or German. So you may have a good job studying a different language and a language that is not that common.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Now there's
oh,
something, hold on a second before the next one. There's something very interesting about Japanese. Do you know what it is? Because it obviously is a good idea for anyone to learn any other language that they feel connected with. But what happens with Japanese? Is it really necessary for us to learn Japanese? Like to do business and things like this?
No, it is not necessary
Why not?
because it is not spoken throughout the world. It is just spoken in Japan.
Okay. Now, Japan is very strong in business and commerce. Okay, which
Yeah,
makes
right.
Japanese important. But the interesting thing about Japanese, correct me if I'm wrong, is that many of them speak other languages,
Yep.
particularly English, okay? Which means that throughout the world, it doesn't matter if you don't speak Japanese because they will speak the other language, okay? That's the interesting thing about the Japanese, I believe, is that they have, how would you say that? Not the gift, not the ability, although they have that too, but the ambition and the drive to learn other things. We don't learn Japanese because it's too complicated. I think learning English is difficult for them too, but they learn it, okay? So Japanese might be another one. I was thinking more Chinese. Would anyone agree with me? Chinese? Why?
Yes, Chinese.
Why?
Because I think it's like first of all, because I read like this is the second language around the world, or this that has like more speakers, I think, or something like that.
Chinese is?
Yes.
Okay. This is going to bring us, thank you for that. We're going to go right into our next point then. All right. As for speakers around the world, what is the largest group of speakers in the world? No.
Oh.
English? I mean, like in every places there are like zones where they have to learn English so that they can communicate to others. I mean, like it's like the language we all should know just to maybe find more opportunities or to just like, I know that in some places it's like really necessary to know English like a second language. It doesn't matter which is your mother tongue. Is that way how it's said?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter which is your mother tongue. It's like it's really necessary, or you should know English just to. It's like it's like a like something necessary to know.
Right. All right. But what is the largest group of native speakers in the world? What language has the largest number of native speakers in the world?
China.
Chinese.
Chinese. All right. Chinese has the largest number of native speakers. What's number 2?
Spanish.
Spanish.
We just said Chinese was number 1. Chinese can't be number 1 and number 2. We said the language with the largest number of native speakers in the world. You said Chinese. I said yes. So what's
Spanish.
number 2?
Spanish.
Spanish. Spanish. Now, what's the difference between Chinese and Spanish? Not the languages. What's the difference between the number of native speakers? How many native speakers does Chinese have?
Could be the number of the society.
The number of what?
Society. Because in China there are many people. That is different to Mexico.
Well, that's what hold on, but that's what I'm asking. I'm asking is, how many people speak Chinese as a native language?
Over 1 billion.
Where did you get that number?
I think it's more.
Okay, you guys, this was in your book. I don't know why we're guessing and doing all this. These numbers are in your book. How many native speakers does Chinese have in the world? You can tell me according to the author themselves or according to Bao and Cable. Both of them gave numbers in your book.
Mm. 290 million?
Again?
290 million?
Chinese speakers?
Yes, it's around 290 millions.
No, it's much more than that.
885 million.
All right, thank you. 885 million according to the author. Boeing Cable reported as 1.3 billion in China alone, not including in other places. Okay. It shouldn't take us this long to get the information. You need to come to class prepared. Does everybody understand that? Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
Okay. That was a simple number from the book. All right. How many Spanish speakers do we have? Native Spanish speakers.
Mm,
Oh my God.
Alexa, play the Jeopardy song. No, Alexa, stop. Alexa, play the Jeopardy song from the television show. Alexa, play the Jeopardy theme song.
Jeopardy theme song by TV Theme Band on Amazon Music.
While we give all the contestants time to think and time to look in their copies, we'll see which one can answer our question first. How many native Spanish speakers do we have all over the world? Let's see if any of our contestants can answer us. Alexa, stop. No? All right. As you can tell, I have very low tolerance for this, and many of you should know this by now. When you come to my class, you come to my class prepared, or you don't come to class. I'm not going to spend here waiting 20 minutes. I'm not going to sit here waiting 20 minutes for you to answer one simple number question when it was right there in your book. Did you read?
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Just I don't. In my case, yes. I don't remember exactly numbers. I tried to remember almost everything or many things that I read. Exactly because I didn't want that happened. That I just
Right. But it's a matter, I mean,
yes.
In your case it could be, but also in your classmates' case, it's a matter of taking notes also. It's a matter of underlining if you have the copies. It's a matter of highlighting if you are using the documents that I put online. I mean, there's a lot of ways we can work with this material, because I'm not teaching this class to sit here and give you all the answers. I'm teaching this class so that you can read. I have read and prepared, and we can sit here and work this out and think about what's happening and talk about and give our opinions, don't you think? When you told your friends, those of you that don't know me, because some of you already know me and there's no excuse for it, but those of you that don't know me, you said to your friends, I'm taking class with Marcia, and they said, oh my God, no, don't do it. And you said, what can be so bad? Guess what? This is it.
No, it's because you ask more or different questions. If we compare with other teachers, because other teachers
no. But the questions, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the questions about the language speakers? What questions? The questions about the language speakers? What questions do I ask differently from other teachers?
From other native speakers?
So it's my language, it's my accent, or what?
Sorry, I'm not understanding.
Well, the question is, how many Spanish-speaking native speakers are there? How many native speakers in Spanish are there? You are 1. You are 2. You are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In this class, I have 11 native Spanish speakers.
No, but there are
How many in
millions.
the world? Are there millions?
Yes.
Well, how many millions? How many millions? That's what I'm looking for.
How many millions?
Yeah.
Mm,
All right, everyone.
3,000 millions.
Nah, it's all right. Not a guessing game.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go do some other work that I have to do because there's no sense of me sitting here waiting for answers that are never going to come. All right?
Teacher, I think that in the book it doesn't mention, or it does
Are
it
you
mention?
kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I'm using the tool that is to look for the word.
Right here, this information comes directly from your book. Directly. And you shouldn't be using the tool to look for the information. You should have read it and taken notes on this kind of information. This is what I'm getting at. The book does say it. The book gives a number, the author of the book gives a number, and they also cite other people, Bao and Cable, on numbers. So where the authors have 885 million Chinese speakers, Bao and Cable have 1.3 billion in China alone. They have two different numbers. All right. If you would like to return to class on Wednesday, you're welcome to do it, but only if you're ready to go. Because in classroom, this is difficult. Online, this is even more difficult. To be sitting here waiting for an answer, and you see in faces that people are quickly reading over a screen to see what they can find. Read the text, take notes. You don't have to have a super memory. You've got to take notes. However, eventually, you're going to have a quiz on this information. So you do have to learn it. Does everyone understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If you're going to come to this class, come ready to this class. It's about everyone participating and everyone giving information on what everyone has read. All right, that's all I have to say for today. I'll see you on Wednesday if you decide to continue with the class. Are we clear?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I'll see you then.
Aviso, march away hot and Lopand a la convertida. Aviso, Estela Martinez